There are roughly 1 million people living in RVs full-time around America. Some travel the country, while others set roots more like a traditional home. I spent a few days with a couple who does just that, sold everything to travel full-time. The cost of living around the United States is on the rise. People are working more hours than ever before and get paid less to do it. The median cost for a home in 1963 was $18,000. Today is $320,000.
Millennials really want a home. They just can't afford one.
Where they live in campers or RVs.
Talk about millennials and their increasing renting or their buying. Is the burden of student debt a factor in that? Is that weighing on their ability to buy houses?
Absolutely.
Living in a camper is not a new trend. Nearly the same amount of people lived full-time in the 50s as they do today.
1 million Americans today are living in homes on wheels. 250,000 trailers are those homes. Every day you see them skimming along the highways everywhere.
It's weird. Yeah, I mean, we think it's weird that people sit in a job doing what they don't like to do.
Dylan and Nichole have done what most fear, sold most of their possessions, and downsized to an RV. They have been on the road since February.
Tired of doing the same thing that everybody else was doing. Just going to work, we'd see each other a couple hours after.
Thinking about it forever, and I had just gotten a brand new job, and the day after I got hired, my grandpa passed away. And yeah, I went down to San Diego for everything. And I came back and I worked one day and I called him and I said, let's just do it. Let's plan it and just do it.
It was a fantasy. It was like, oh, we should go on a big trip and we could go.
People have lived that fantasy daily and even made it into careers. If you search the hashtag RVLife on Instagram, over 1 million results are listed. A few have tapped a career out of traveling. Most people, though, post their travels for friends and family. But is it more of a risk living on the road?
You have no control. Like, you could be sitting at that job thinking you're safe, you're in your comfort zone, you got a house, you got cars, you got everything that will make you happy. But if you get fired, you get laid off, you have nothing. Like, you're
basically one job away from losing everything.
Yeah, people think that a 9-to-5 is comfort, but if the company can lay you off.
Fame on the road isn't something new. August 21st, 1915, the Coughlin family departed Huntington, New York on a cross-country camping trip in a vehicle nicknamed the Gypsy Van. It took the party of 10 2 months to complete the trip, traveling the majority of the way on the Lincoln Highway. They could be considered one of the first social travelers ever.
Personally, I didn't, from my side of the family, I didn't feel that. I mean, my parents were kind of just like, yeah, right.
Yeah, they didn't believe us at
They're
first.
like, they didn't think that we were going to do it because, I don't know, I mean, I did everything right that they, in their mind, like I went to school, got good grades in high school, went to college, bought a house, had a
good job,
had a career where they paid me well and they treated me well, and like, but at the same time it wasn't fulfilling and it wasn't happy, and it was just, I think that they could tell that it was, that I wasn't like living my best. Or
Dylan and Nichole have been on the road for 6 months now. Life on the road isn't easier than the traditional path. It does give an opportunity to those looking for something different than what is expected out of the American dream. When I asked them how they plan on earning a living, they both said they will get jobs when they have to, but it doesn't stop them from the original plan of traveling the United States and living a more intentional life.
to live our life. Pretty terrible ending.
That'll be the ending. Just live our lives. Cut.
Through the ups and downs, keeping calm, winning